Hello, everyone. So I just want to remind you guys that the only reason why Moses did what he did here on earth and he depart the Red Sea and he had the rocks of the Ten Commandments written on them was because God gave it to him. And he told Moses to depart the Red Sea, and he did. So Moses wasn't doing it on his own strength, by his own will, and his own choices, but God told him to do it. Yes, Moses had free will. He could have turned it down, but God said, no, I want you to do this. I believe he even commanded Moses to do it if Moses refused. There were times when Moses was stubborn, he refused to do what God told him to do. But God had used Moses to also go to Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let the Israelites go, and if Pharaoh refused. So God's like, okay, you know what? Well, I'm going to show you what I can do. He didn't say it, but he did it. And bam, Pharaoh got what he had coming to him, and the Egyptians, they had got what they had coming to them. Yes, Egypt was around back in the day too, kind of like Israel. A lot of nations were around. Everything's changed since then now, but this was like biblical times, guys. This was back in like the third century. There were no technologies, no internet, no copies of the Bible back then. All these things have happened before the Bible was even written itself. The Bible can't write itself. But you know what I mean. That means, before the Bible was written, the stories have happened. Just like Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, Israel and Egypt, Moses and Pharaoh, Noah's Ark. Guys, the most famous biblical stories today, especially on Facebook and TikTok and Twitter and YouTube and Snapchat and all that, especially between Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube, the most famous stories everyone's talking about, especially Christians and Muslims and Jews, the stories that are most popular today in the year 2023, in the 21st century, is Adam and Eve, Moses. Just remember that. Adam and Eve,